By now everyone's probably seen Kagero decks and all that stuff and whatever, and right now I consider them, in America at least, kind of dead, but still a little feasible with a little tweaking. But I wanted to do this deck review like a long time ago when I actually won a major tournament with it, though there are some changes from how I had it in the tournament. But let's start this off. First of all, yeah, Lizard Soldier Conroe, of course, as the starting Vanguard. He's basically the only choice in America right now. Then 4 of these crits, 4 of those crits, 4 heals, 4 draws. This draw in particular because you need them for this little row right here to lead up to Blazing Flare Dragon. Can't focus. It won't focus. At least this doesn't show up focusing on here. But originally in the tournament, instead of having this guy here, I had 4 stands. Which one, I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. They kind of look the same. But that was the only difference in that tournament. And, I mean, I might regret that sometime. I don't know. But my playstyle has kind of changed for Kagero and Narukami at least, where I just don't want stands because I'd rather just attack with Vanguard first. I'll get into that whole thing in another video though. Then we got 3 perfect shields because I know some people just run 2, but I like 3 just in case you have one in your hand and it's like, okay, I don't want to mulligan this away and hope for a different grade 1 or something like that. I'd rather just keep that one in hand. If I draw into a grade 1 because of not mulliganing it, great, then I have the perfect guard in hand. But if not, since I have 3, I don't mind using that as my first initial Vanguard. 4 bar because of the whole Aleph thing. And then 4 of these guys just because they're pretty good. And they help add into soul for that guy right there. And then 4 of that 7k booster, could be 8k, and leads into that of course. Then 4 Tejases because some decks getting rid of their back row is really nice, and sometimes they just can't get it back right away, and so therefore some decks just can't climb over an 11k guy like this without a boost, so it leaves them kind of with their thumbs up there, whatever, you get the point. 2 of these guys, because at the time I only had 2, and I still only have 2, and 2 works because I normally go into this guy a lot more, probably because I have 4 of that, but regardless, it's worked out for me. And then 2 of these guys, because at the time these things kind of worked, in my opinion. Now when I edit this deck, I will probably take these out for the 10k beater, Nahalem or whatever. And I might take these out as well for something else. Possibly more Nahalems, possibly 2 more of this guy. If I ever get 2 of them. But then, grade 3s. 3 of these guys, because these are the main thing that I really want in Vanguard Circle, despite if I superior ride these guys. Two of those, just because in case one gets sent into damage or one is drawn into your hand, you just cannot superior ride unless it's from deck. So that's the only reasoning there. And yeah, like I said, I won a major tournament with this deck, aside from that guy being 4 stands. And the prize was $200, so it was a pretty big deal. So Kageros can do well as long as you know how to use them, but that was back when in America we only had box sets 1 and 2. This worked, and that's about it.